are at the TÜV service center in Hofheim am Taunus. The examiner asked a few questions about the car. It was, please switch on the hazard lights, Warnblinker einschalten, please switch on the dipped headlights, Abblendlicht einschalten bitte. And what is the red control light with the P? What does it say to you? It's the park brake or the handbrake. Ja, was bedeutet die rote Kontrollleuchte mit dem P? We were leaving the private property to the right side because the examiner wanted to go to highway direction. Left and right side cars are parked, so it's not so nice if we have cars in oncoming traffic. But here only on the right side cars are parked, so it was easy to do. On the right side you can see the giveaway sign with the turning priority street from the left side to the front, which means we have to let the left side go and we have to let the front street go. Both sides are free, direction highway is left, so we turned left. We are still inside the city, even if it doesn't look like inside the city. And we have the maximum speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour, of course, not miles. Please turn left at the traffic light. Again, we had nice weather conditions. We don't need to switch on the wiper, even if we know how to do. But it's more relaxing if we don't need to use all switches we have. We are waiting for the green light. As you can see on the other side of the street, on the we should not expect oncoming traffic here, because there's a house and not a street. And the crossing street, the left and right street, needs to have, no, must have red light. So starting the car, first gear, pressing the clutch, second gear, mirror blind spot, and a nice turn. We follow the trailer. We have a truck in front of the trailer, which means they will not drive the full speed of 100. On the right side you can see that we can go 100 now. But for sure we are not going 100 because trucks are not able to drive 100. By the way, the big truck, 2 cars in front of us, is only allowed to drive this speed limit of 60 on the country roads. If you know the other rules, you can prepare better to switch your own gear and your speed, the configuration of your car. So you should not expect to shift probably to 6th gear if they don't drive so fast. So here we have the 70 speed limit, and after the 70 speed limit we get the 50 speed limit because we are approaching an intersection where we can go to the highway Wiesbaden or Frankfurt, and of course we want to go to Bad Soden. That means we have to go to highway Frankfurt, which is the rightest possible lane we can get. Now we are in the Frankfurt lane. Traffic light is switching, easy to stop. Yes. And in front of us you can see the huge highway bridge. The people turning to the left side go also to the same highway, but the Wiesbaden direction. And we will overdrive the bridge, and then we have to turn right, and then we go to the A66 to Frankfurt direction. Here we have an arrow inside the traffic light, which means we have no traffic to expect which will cross our road. If you go straight, it doesn't matter if you have an arrow, but if you have an arrow to the left side, for example, it guarantees you that you have free way. No one else will cross your way, for sure. And you see the priority street sign. This is only valid if the traffic light is switched off. Then we take care about the traffic signs with the priority rules. Here we have an arrow on the ground showing to the right side. That means we have to turn, and turning means mirror, indicator, blind spot. Here we have a green arrow, so we don't need to give way. Some students check the left side, which is not forbidden, but you should not check the left side and break down for prepare to stopping. Now we come to the acceleration lane, indicator left and accelerate. Even if it's free, stay a long time on the acceleration lane. Well done. Then we can use directly 6th gear. We can jump from 3rd gear directly to 6th gear. Speed limit of 120 is over. That means there is no upper speed limit. And the recommended speed is 130. In front you see a truck. Truck speed is 80, so try to overtake, and he did. He was overtaking. He saw the truck. Truck speed is around 80 or 90. And what do you have to do after you have overtaken the cars? It's not allowed to stay permanently in the center lane. If you don't overtake anymore, then you have to go back to the right side. And here now we have a long spot. And what does he do? He is changing to the right side. Then actually almost everything is shown to the examiner. Integrating on the highway, overtaking, going back after overtaking, so the 4th thing is missing, leaving the highway. And the examiner said, please leave the highway here at Frankfurt Höchst, exit number, I couldn't read now, was it 14 or 16? I don't know, we will see. Try to stay over 100 if possible. If you have a truck, it's not possible. Here we have the 500 meter sign, and at 300 meter we start indicating right side, but don't lose speed. Check what's coming on the right side, solid line. Now it's free to change, and he took the braking lane from the very beginning. Speeding down to the speed of 50 to 60 for the curve. 3rd or 4th gear in. And now please go on Königstein, Bad Soden, Liederbach, which was the leftest possible and the center lane of the 3 lanes. So 2 lanes going left. And I always recommend stay on the right of 2 lanes, because if you take the left lane and then after your turn you are still on in the left lane, but then you have to remember to move back to the right side. So you have more work to do. If you stay on the right of 2 lanes to turn left, then you are already on the right side. So if the turn is over, you don't need to do anything. We have an arrow on the ground, which means we have to turn left by law, and turning left means you need the indicator, you need your mirror, and you need to check the blind spot real quick. We are starting in the right of 2 lanes with a left turn, so that means we have to finish in the right of 2 lanes. It's parallel turn, and we finished in the right of 2 lanes. Outside the city, no high speed signs, no speed limits, which means it's allowed to go 130 or more. The recommended speed is 130. He hesitated a little bit to let the others in. Very good partnership in traffic. And the examiner said, please take the next exit, Bad Soden, Schwalbach, Sulzbach. Here you see the 300-meter sign. We start indicating right. There will be a construction and the right lane will end, but we still don't know what lane, if we are involved or if we can turn, and later the lane will stop. And here we can see that we are not influenced by the construction. It's for going straight, but we were leaving the country road to the right side. 2 lanes going into the same direction. We are not overtaking someone, so by law we have to take the rightest possible lane. Speed limit of 60. We approach to a traffic light, to an intersection. Clear red light. That's always easy to handle. If we have a red light, we just have to see the red light, then it's easy to handle. We just have to stop. Here for the people turning right, they have an arrow inside the traffic light, and then they should not expect pedestrians having green light parallel to our driving direction. So if you turn right, you have to plan that the right pedestrians also have green light, but with an arrow inside the traffic light it's impossible. So for sure they will have red light. We got green light, we still have the 60 sign, and we go on driving here. Please turn right. Mirror indicator blind spot. Green traffic light, no giveaway sign rule is active. And then please take the straight lane, which is going into the roundabout. So we need to make a change to the straight lane, reducing the speed 15 to 20, checking the left side, no one inside the roundabout. And please take the third exit. This is number 1. This is number 2. And number 3, mirror indicator blind spot, and leaving the roundabout. Please turn left. No oncoming traffic. A dead end, which means we need to turn around. And here, easy turn. No reverse gear is needed. So stay very far on the right side, indicate left, check that no one is overtaking, and make a nice turn. What about parking in a very nice and quiet area? Did we do the parking here? No, we did not. I'm sorry, I didn't remember. We turn right. He was hesitating, but the right side was free. I think he was looking to the left side. But it was right before left, so we just need to stay on our right side and have to see that right side is free, and then we can go. Then we go into the roundabout and take exit number 1. Left side is free, inside indicator, and leaving the roundabout. No pedestrians were at the pedestrian way. And then please turn right at the traffic light. We can overdrive the letters for the bus. It's not a bus lane. bus lane has a blue traffic sign, and only the only buses are allowed to drive in a special bus lane. But here's just written the letters B, U and S, which means there's the place for the bus stop, but it's allowed to overdrive, so don't be scared, just overdrive it. Green arrow, which means we have freeway, no one else has green light at the same time. Of course, no one else who is crossing our way. Anybody else could have green light, but he does not get in touch with us. "60 is the maximum speed. Please change to the left side and please turn left at the lights." Left arrow on the ground, so we need indicator and check mirror and blind spot. And we have an arrow inside the traffic light, so no oncoming traffic has green light at the same time and no pedestrians behind our turn. In front of us, the city of Bad Soden. You can read on the left side, there's a wall built up out of stones, and you can see Bad Soden am Taunus. After our turn is no speed limit written, which means country road speed limit is, do you know it? What number do you have in your mind? 100. It's easy to memorize. Inside the city, you should know as a basic rule, inside the city it's 50 the speed limit, and if you come to outside the city, you can double it. So it's going to 100. Please turn right, the next street. We have an extra lane for braking. Oh, we're not going right. I thought we were going right and then back to Bad Soden. Okay, we are going straight. Why not? Ah, we are going left. I think... probably I should watch the video next time or write it down. I think we will stop in Hofheim again. So we started in Hofheim and we go back to Hofheim. Otherwise it would not make sense to go this way we are taking right now. Okay, acceleration lane, indicate left and accelerate, check what's up behind you and change to the highway as late as possible to have the best speed. Now I remember, yeah, it was just a single exam, so we started in Hofheim and we finished in Hofheim. I mean, I'm 44 years old. Of course I can forget something, right? What was your name? So here we did not have any speed limits. That means we should go nearly 130, the recommended speed, if there's no speed limit written. You also can go 150 or 160, but then it's harder if there's a speed limit coming on the right or left side or on both sides to fulfill the speed limit. And here you can see the speed limit of 100. And if you come with a speed of 130, it's not a big problem to come down to 100. But if you come with 150, 160, that's a problem. Here you see the 70 sign, and then please go on to Autobahn Wiesbaden direction. So we have 2 lanes coming down from the right side. 1 lane is coming down. We have the priority sign. They have the giveaway sign. And you see 3 direction boards. Over each lane is a different direction name. We are right now at Frankfurt. Now we change to Wiesbaden direction. Here it is the speed limit of 50 because so many changes of the lane to get the right direction. Yeah, that's why they put it down to 50. Now we found the right lane. We are in the Wiesbaden highway lane, and now we have to integrate highway again. Nice speed before the thunderstorm. Indicator left to tell everyone we want to go. 3rd gear in and full acceleration. But there's one. What do we do with him? He's not changing to the right side. We have to go, and this is a little bit close behind this car. This distance is too short. But he realized, he released a little bit the accelerator, and he tried to find a space to overtake, and now the problem is solved. Well done. But it could have been easier if you see that there's someone on the right lane of the highway and he's not so fast, then you should not accelerate so much, and then you are not so close behind him. Then please take the next exit to Frankfurt Zeilsheim direction. We went to the right lane because there's no one more to overtake. Now there's a truck with a speed of around 90. Center lane was free, and overtaking one more. In front of the truck everything is free. So we go back to the right side, then you see the 1000 meter sign. From this sign I would not start overtaking, and if I am overtaking and I want to take this exit, I would come back to the right lane, because exits are always on the right side. Do you remember when we need to indicate to the right side? Here at 500 meter sign is not the right answer. We do it at 300 meter sign, which is here on the right side. Now we start indicator, and where do we break down? Yes, after we have changed all 4 wheels into the right lane, and now breaking down to what speed? 50 to 60 for the curve. Gear number 3 if you need a manual shift car. For automatic it doesn't matter. Please go on right side. Hofheim, Kelkheim, Nord. No, Kelkheim, Hofheim, Nord. That is the right order. Indicate right arrow is on the ground. Then we see the traffic light is switched off for the right turn. So we just drive, giveaway sign, acceleration lane, indicate left, accelerate, check it, and integrate it. That was the 4th time for the student to integrate in a faster into a faster road. Yeah, right now we did not have a lot of city content. We were outside the city a lot, seeing highway, motorway, country roads. We are just a quick time inside Sulzbach at the roundabout to turn around and to, yeah, what did we do? Only turn around and then back country road. Yeah, that is why it is clear that we cannot drive back to the TÜV. It is not enough content of city. That's why we were not turning right to the TÜV station center. We were going on straight here. Coming to a red traffic light. Oncoming traffic has green light. That's why they turn. And the right traffic light must have red light now because it's an arrow. And if another traffic light has green light to turn to the same direction, it is impossible that the green arrow traffic light is green at the same time. Now we are approaching to the beginning of the city of Hofheim am Taunus. Where is the entrance sign? The direction board, no, the city board of Hofheim. On the right side at the traffic light. Beginning of the city, 50 is the speed limit. We are on a priority road and enjoy the nice weather conditions. Please turn right. One-way street and 30 zone, so no one will come out of the street, hopefully. Waiting line on the ground, which says here is right before left rule. No one coming, going on. Please turn right again. Right again or straight? No, we go straight. Narrow on both sides. He was hesitating a little bit and going back to the speed limit of 30. Right before left waiting lines. Checking. Nobody there. Narrow road, both sides parked. No problem for him, but we can make the parking. Please stop here at the black car and make the reverse parking. On the left side is another car parked, so here it is very, very dangerous that we don't hit the car, because if we do the full right steering, we come into the area where the black car on the left side is parked. That's why you have to take care that that you don't give the full right steering in this case, so just a little bit. But it was not a trick by the examiner. He was just running out of time a little bit. He didn't know where else he could do the reverse parking, and that's why he decided, there's a car on the right side, even if he did not recognize that there's a car parked on the left side. Well done. You see, just driving in, then you have to tell the examiner, ready, I'm done with parking. Yeah, and then we go on driving. Please turn left here. So, too narrow to pass. We needed to wait until the door is closed. He didn't recognize us, and finally he saw us, and then he was closing the door and waiting behind. Perfect for us. Perfect for the student that he waited and not tried to squeeze through the situation. Please turn left. By the way, the oncoming traffic, they are coming out of the Globus Baumarkt. It's a private property, and if you turn left, you don't have to wait for them, because you have to wait for the traffic on the road, the public traffic, and not from the private traffic. That's why we can go left before they come out of the private property. Crowded street. It takes a little time until we come out of this street here. Pedestrian crossing is free from both sides. Here you see again bus. You can overdrive the letters BUS. At the traffic lights, please turn right. Here you see the traffic light has an extra traffic light on the right side. An right arrow can show up even if the main traffic light stays red. Here you see it. Green traffic light as an arrow, and we can go as a right turner. Please turn right. We are almost done. This is already the street where the TÜV organization is. On the right side here, the corner house is the traffic office, the authorities for Main-Taunus-Kreis in Hofheim. Please turn right behind the next car, behind the white car. Indicate right, and that's the entrance where we started at the TÜV service center. And then we were driving in. And please park reverse right in front of the fence. Indicate right, reverse gear in, and going reverse right. Parallel, and little correction, because if you don't have cars next to you on the right and left side, it's hard to measure, but then you see it in your mirrors, and we come inside the parking area into the between the lines. And this was another passed driving exam. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.